In this SolidWorks for Creo Parametric Users video, we will take a look at adding some coincident mates to this assembly. Here I have an assembly open. There are a bunch of different parts that have been added to this assembly, but I don't have any mates. Mates are the same as constraints in Creo Parametric. You add them to your assembly in order to remove degrees of freedom so that components can't just move on their own. They're located where you want them to be. If you take a look at my design tree, there are no mates listed in the mates folder. Also, if I go to any of the under constrained components, we don't see any mates folder in here. And so again, this is a big fundamental difference between SolidWorks and Creo Parametric. In Creo Parametric, you add your constraints as you bring in your different components. In SolidWorks, you can add your mates later on. Here is the icon for the mates. And with the mates, the order that you add them isn't as critical like in Creo Parametric because the mates are essentially solved simultaneously. So I clicked on the mates icon and it opened up this dialog box, this panel, and I'm just going to show the coincident mate in this video. I'm on the standard tab. Note that there are 3 other tabs like advanced, analysis, and mechanical. Here are the different mate types. You can choose your mate type in the beginning, but I'm going to let the software make the choice based on my selections in the graphics area. And again, I'm just doing coincident. Note that you also have parallel and perpendicular and tangent, concentric, and lock. You also have the ability to specify a distance or an angle between the different entities. Down here, it will list our different mates that we're adding while this dialog box is open. Now I'm just going to work from the right side to the left side because again, I don't have to do this in the order that the components appear in the tree. And so I want this component located in this tube. So I'm going to start out by selecting this cylindrical surface. You'll notice that the component goes into a transparent style. Then I will pick this cylindrical surface and it brings them closer together. And that's good so far, but I want 2 surfaces touching as well. So I'm going to click on the green check mark here in the toolbar to add or finish the mate. You'll notice that there are a bunch of other different controls in this toolbar, like you can undo. Here's where we can specify an angle, a distance. We can lock 2 components together. Here we have our concentric that we're getting. Actually, this is a concentric mate that we are getting, and tangent and perpendicular and parallel. So let's hit the check mark in order to get that. And now I will pick this flat surface. Let me rotate the model and I'm going to zoom in and find the surface that I want, that one over there. And since I picked 2 flat surfaces, I am getting a coincident mate between those 2. And so let me hit the check mark in order to accept this one. That is good. Now I have this cylindrical surface and this little impression where I want to put that component. So let's go about doing some more selections. So I will click on this face. You will notice that the component goes transparent. Let me rotate the model and pick this surface. And now those 2 surfaces are coincident. Let me hit the check mark in order to accept that. And to get it where I want it to be, let me select this surface and let me zoom in and grab this surface. And now I am getting a concentric mate. Let's hit the check mark. And so I've got that one where I want it to be. One more component that I want to do in this video. Let's select this flat surface and then this flat surface, and it brought them together. Let me hit the check mark to accept that coincident mate. And then there's one more that I want to get in here. I want to get this little tab. I noticed that there was a hole in that part. So let's select the tab here. Then I can move my model, and I'm trying to get to that surface. One option that you have is you can right mouse click and choose Select Other. If you've watched any of my Onshape videos, I use Select Other a lot there. But another option that you have is that you can use your design tree in the graphics area. Here it is in the upper left-hand corner, and we've got our different components. I happen to know that that particular component is the second component, and you'll notice that, here I have all the other different components, but I can try hiding different ones so that that one is no longer visible. I can still see an outline of the selection. Let me pick the little surface that I want there. Let me right click on the component in the tree in the graphics area and then show it. It is where I want it to be. I'm going to use another option in here as well. I'm going to lock the rotation so that this component can't rotate with respect to that one. Let's hit the check mark in order to complete that. And so now I've got a bunch of the different mates that I want so far. I'm going to show how I put this component into the other tube in another video. I'm happy with all of this, so I can hit the check mark to get out of the mates panel, the mates dialog box. Notice that you also have a green check mark in the upper right hand corner of the graphics area. I will use that one. And so we can see that this component is now fully constrained. I can expand my mates folder and you can see the different mates. And as I hover my mouse over them, it shows the different parents of that mate. In other words, the components that they are assembling. I have that because if I right click on the top node in the model tree, I have dynamic reference visualization to the parents turned on. I also have it turned on for the children. Besides seeing the mates in the mates folder down at the bottom, if I expand any of the different components, now we can see the mates in this particular assembly and I can hover over them. You can see the references in the graphics area and it highlights the parents and children because of that dynamic reference visualization. So there you have it. That's how you can do some of your different mates, like your coincident and concentric mates in an assembly.